Okay, guys, we are live. Dave's LFC chat, big season ahead, of course. Huge journey to begin, full of possibilities. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's get a few people in to chat about the main topic of the day, which broke about three and a half hours ago. Diogo Jota signs an extension till 2027. So 5 more years of Jota. 2 left. We give him an extra 3. Wow. And I think he absolutely deserves that. I seen something today, something like 24 goals in 39 games, 39 starts, something like that. Ridiculous. Diogo Jota. Jota has gotta the Lotta. This is an absolute legend of a player, Jota, and I for one, am absolutely delighted he signed a long-term deal. He's out injured at the moment, should be back in training in about 2 weeks, 10 days, 2 weeks. Whether he makes a United game, I don't know. He might make the bench, you never know. But to have Jota back in that squad with the likes of Diaz, Salah, Nunez and Bobby No Look, throw in Carvalho, throw in Elliott. It is a delicious front line. But I, for one, I'm so happy because Jota is unbelievable. What a player. Portuguese international. Jota the Shota, says MC. Jota has got the Lotta. But what a player. Unbelievable stuff. I mean, since he came in from Wolves, not many people heard about him. He was decent at Wolves, of course, but we didn't think he would turn into the player. He has. Let's be fair. We just didn't think he would turn into the player. He has. And he is just a fox in a box. He's pace, he's intelligent, he's cheeky. He's got something different. All our front line, when you think about it, the front five I'm talking about now, give us something different. I mean, Bobby's a different type of player. He can hold the ball up, Brazilian, enigmatic, won't get as many games as the other players, but just great to have around on the bench, experience and stuff like that. Our new boy, Nunez, of course, will play as a number 9, which we haven't had in a long time. He can play other places, but predominantly as number 9. He's a big lad as well. He gives us something totally different. He will get a lot of goals from that central area. Mo Salah is Mo Salah. Need say no more about Mo Salah. And Diaz, wow, big season coming up for Luis Diaz as well. So you throw in Bobby, you throw in Jota there, and it's absolute dreamland. MC is in, Ravi Bakari is in. How are you, Ravi? Hopefully you're well, my friend. Super sharp. Jota shoots the shots. Yeah, Jota is just, I mean, when he came in, all those goals he scored, and he had a slight injury which sort of knocked him off. A lot of people, we did a video last night with Keith and with Ivan, our first official video back for the new season. Check it out, guys. But we were saying that Jota was hard done by, really, wasn't he? I mean, Diaz came in January and you didn't really see as much of Jota. Okay, he had a few niggly injuries. And I mean, he could not drop Diaz because he was just a breath of fresh air and stuff like that. But I'm expecting big things. If Jota gets back now in a few weeks' time, I'm expecting big things. Even to have him on the bench for the last 20, especially with the 5 sub rule as well, it's going to be huge. I mean, we could start Nunez in the middle. We could start Salah. We could start Diaz. But you can still have the likes of Bobby, the likes of Jota on the bench with 20 to go, 25 to go to change the game. And that will be huge for us. Carvalho as well, Elliott, if they don't play in midfield. So it's just huge. It's absolutely huge. Dave, Expressions Live now on Toby channel is a joker, calling Nunes to Uruguay and Andy Carroll. He's an absolute idiot, that Expressions guy. I presume you're talking about, is he the Spurs guy, the Expressions guy? Look, Spurs are they're jumping out of their comfort zone. Relax. Liverpool City be gone for the league. That's about it. Spurs will probably do well to get top 4. I expect them to get third or fourth next season. They have a good manager. They have a good squad. Don't go above your station, though. Relax. Don't go above your station. If he was on here, that's what I'd be telling them. Absolute. Let them call him a Uruguayan Andy Carroll all he wants. Let his goals speak for themselves. Let his goals and our wins speak for themselves. I don't care what anybody else says. United fans, City fans, Spurs fans, even Everton fans. Not that they have much to say, but, I don't care. It means nothing to me. Absolutely means nothing to me. Means nothing. It's all about Liverpool for me, guys. There's only one team. There's no combinations. There's nothing. I'm old school, baby. It's Liverpool. It's Liverpool 11 on the day. The Liverpool squad to do the job. That's all I care about. Of course, we got Fulham at Craven Cottage at 12:30 on Saturday. The big one, the big kickoff. Spurs guy Expressions. Yeah, look, I don't really watch him. I know who you're talking about. I've seen a bit of stuff. I've never seen the shows. I've seen him on, I think he was on AFTV, that Don Robbie show a few times. And bit mouthy, I suppose. He is good at the lingo, the old one-liners and stuff, but a bit over the top for me. A bit OTT for me. Yay, of course, Dave, I'm missing the 5 o'clock shadow. Do you see this shadow in the background? I don't have a light today. I just have the light, natural light coming in the window here today. And I don't have the green screen, which I will have most of the time. It's just an impromptu 3:30, 3:25 little live show, that's all. So that's all it is, guys. Hope you enjoy. Hit the like, hit the share. Let people know. And join us on our journey, of course. Huge season coming up. But he was being real, saying Spurs ain't winning the league. They aren't. They're not winning the league. I absolutely believe them there. They ain't winning the league. No. Third place would be an unbelievable season for them. Maybe a good cup run or something like that. But third place for Spurs would be a really, really good cup run. No, I'm talking about your usual stubble. Oh, the stubble trick. Yeah. No, I did a little shave at the weekend. A nice little Benjamin Button look today. I've had COVID. I got COVID last week. I was on holidays in Salou. Came back last Tuesday. Only a week ago, came back from Tuesday. Wasn't feeling well on Tuesday. Did an antigen on... Didn't feel well. High temp Wednesday. Did an antigen on the Thursday. Was positive. It was only really bad for about 24, 36 hours where I lost a bit of taste. High temp. Bit of sweats. Bit of a sore throat. Bit of a cough. Maybe 48 hours max. And then just lethargic and a bit tired for the last few days. So I'm not back in work yet. Hopefully get back into work tomorrow. So I just did a little refreshing shave just to look nice and fresh, as they say. Yeah, but no, I'm grand. The COVID, look, I've been jabbed. I've had me booster and everything, so I suppose that helped me in the end. But it was just like a bad cold for 2 days, really. A lot of people are unlucky with it. I think it's weird. It's a weird one. It really is a weird one. My wife and child had it. I didn't get it when they had it. My little girl had it. It was only like a sniffle. She was out of school for a week. My wife was a bit worse. Lost her voice, taste for about 10 days. That was back in March or April, but great to get the antibodies from it. If you can get it and get over it fairly quickly, not too badly, it's good to get the antibodies, I think, from it. It's probably even better than a vaccine. Probably the antibodies last longer than the vaccine. They seem to wear off after 3 or 4 months, don't they? So, get the antibodies from it and move on. Wasn't too bad in the end. So, ready to rock for the new season, guys. Ready to rock. It's great that Jota is with us longer. For me, he's the Portuguese Robbie Fowler. Well, he's similar to Robbie Fowler. I must say he's not as good as Robbie Fowler. I mean, Robbie Fowler is, as they say, God or whatever, icon. But he's definitely that type of player, the finisher. He's brilliant in the air for a small fella, though, isn't he? What is he, 5'8", 5'9"? He can jump. He is, wow. Some unbelievable headers last season and season before. I mean, he's really, really good in the air for a small lad. He's a bit of pace about him. He's a bit of devilment about him. He's Portuguese, international. I mean, I love Jota, and I just can't wait to get him back into the squad. As I say, he's out as a bit of a niggle. He was unlucky during pre-season, so he hasn't had a pre-season. He's had that bloody niggle. I think he was over it and then just came back again. But hopefully, it's a little hamstring issue. Hopefully, he will be back. I think in the next 10 days to 2 weeks, back in full training. Get him back training. It'll be another week, possibly 10 days after that before we see him. So you're talking maybe 3 weeks, something like the end of August, something like that. Maybe the United game for the bench. I don't know. I don't think he'll be rushed back, though. We don't need to rush him back. We want a fully fit Jota ready to rock. Just give us that boost. 3, 4, 5 games in, and Jota's coming in. Wow. Big up. Good to see you feeling better. Yeah, I'm feeling grand. Wasn't too bad even over the weekend. Just a bit of a temp and a bit lethargic, a bit tired. But probably that's a lot to do with the fact that I was away for a week in Salou. Then as soon as I come back, I get COVID and I'm sort of resting and doing nothing for the week. Whereas the week before I was crazy. Whereas you get lethargic when you do nothing. You can't go out, obviously, because you've COVID and stuff like that. But I'm grand. I'm grand now, and I should be back in work tomorrow and ready to rock. Think Naby is next up for an extension. Yeah, a lot of talk about Naby. I mean, Bobby's a year left. I think Bobby might be a rolling contract where he gets a year, a bit like a Milli Vanilli type of deal, Milner, something like that. But we shall see. Ravi, Jota, you wouldn't realise that he's a beast of a player if you saw him or seen. Yeah, look, Jota is a beast. He's an absolute beast of a player, and I absolutely love him. Andrew Quinn, Andrew, how are you? Hello, Dave. Hope you had a great holiday. Fantastic news. Both him and Mohala nailed down in contracts. Also, Luis Diaz looked frightening the other day against City when he got past Walker. Yeah, Big season for Diaz. The only thing I would say about Diaz is I want a little bit more end product, a little 10% more end product. If Diaz can add a few goals, I know we got a few last year, but if he can add a few more goals to those mazy runs, you know, that positional type play, if he can add 10, 15 goals, Jota can chip in with about 15. Salah's 20 plus. Nunez will be a 20 plus boy. Even 10 from Bobby. I mean, they all add up, and that gives you a title winning team, basically, for me. But I took a bit more goal action from Diaz. I mean, he's capable. There's no doubt about it. Jack McIndoe TV. Get John in the garden with me now. Got John in the garden with me now. You can come on if you want, Jackie boy. You can come on for about 10 minutes. I'll send you a link. Give me a thumbs up if you want. You can do it on your phone. John is in the garden with him. Out that back garden. Of course, the Champions League final is over with Jack and John in Liverpool. Pop in if you want, buddy. Give me a thumbs up, Jack, if you want to come in. Jota, he's the type of player we have been missing, says Ravi. Well, yeah, we have missed him. I mean, you got to have Jota in your squad. I mean, I'd play him most times. I really would. I think he's that good. But he does give you something different coming off the bench with 20, 25 to go. If you're looking for a goal, it's 0-0, it's tight, it's 1-1. Or even if you're gone 2-1 up with 20 to go and the other team are chasing it, I mean, Jota comes on. I mean, that's what it's about, guys. It's about options. And with the 5 sub rule coming in, with that extra 5, you can just change it totally in the second half. And wow, a Jota on the bench is a bonus. Nathan Goodwin, I'm simply loving Liverpool FC for making all these things like this happen. Nathan, thank you very much. Hit the like, my friend. Hit the sub if you haven't. Join us on the journey for LFC because it's going to be a huge season, my friend, and we are going for the league. I want the league. You want the league. We all want the league. Okay, we want all the cups like last year and stuff like that, but I want the league this year. I just want the league this year. Jack McIndoe is going to pop in with John, I think, in a few minutes. I shall send him a link. See what Jackie Boy and John have to say about Jota has got the Lotta signing his new contract. As I say, guys, going to do a lot more live shows, a lot more lives, a lot more watch-alongs, a lot more interviews, a lot more content on Dave's LFC Chats. Obviously, Keaton Ivan and the likes of Jack and all the boys will be with me, but a lot more stuff incoming. So subscribe, like, let your friends know, let everyone know. Join us on the journey, guys, because it is only going to be epic. It's going to be an epic journey. And as I say, I'm going to get Jackie Boy in now in a minute. Jackie Boy, if I can send his link to him, I'll be doing well. Send his link to Jack. It's always good to hear from Jackie Boy. Jack McIndoe TV. Rebranding of his show. There you go, Jack. Sent you on Twitter. Pop in when you want, my friend. Nathan says, can't forget what Diogo did for us when almost all our players were injured. I'm so pleased with renewal. Come on, Diogo. Yes, absolutely. He was absolutely brilliant for us. He was an absolute legend for us. There's no doubt about it. Diogo Jota. Jota has got the Lotta. Jack Mack and John Moore are popping in now in a few minutes, guys. We shall continue on. As I say, hit the like, hit the share. Let's get people in. It is 20-4 here in Dublin. Sun is shining. It's not too bad out, and we are all in anticipation and waiting and dreaming of the Premier League this weekend. Here they are, the two boys in the house, Jackie Boy, John Moore, sitting back, drinking Jack's house dry. The beer is gone. Let's go. Hit the door. Here we go, boys.
Hello, boys.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. Drinking the house dry. Leave the beer in a hand, a half tray. Here's me with orange.
How are you doing,
What's
mate? You
happening,
okay?
boys?
Yeah, not too bad. What time do you get into Liverpool, mate?
I get another push morning but 8:30.
Wow. What is it? A session? A week of a session, is it?
3 days.
Oh, that's enough. That's a fucking enough of a session.
That's
You know what
enough
you
for
guys
me
should do?
anyway.
You should go down to Anfield and do a video outside Anfield.
I'm planning on it. I've got to be something lined up.
Absolutely. What was I going to say to you guys? The news today, of course, Diogo Jota signs new long-term deal till 2027 at Liverpool. Great to tie him down, Jackie Boy. I mean, I love him. I'm sure you love him too. Great news.
Yeah, I think done a little video. I think it was Dominic King did mention it late last night, that the deal was more or less done. But as I said, mate, he's very pivotal to the aspirations of what Liverpool want to achieve. He was so crucial in terms of getting his winners. I think when you look at his records, it's absolutely phenomenal. His goals and assists as well in only a certain amount of periods. He's been absolutely fantastic, and he's probably gone under the radar, obviously due to the Núñez hype. And obviously, hopefully, I was saying to John before, hopefully Bobby Firmino can get that contract extension as well. Because for me personally, I want him to retire at Liverpool. I think we've got Salah to retire at Liverpool. I think we need to get Bobby signed down to a new deal. Depends what Bobby wants, mate, as well. But Jota, 2027, is it? So his best years will be ahead of him, and he's going to be so important, especially this season as well, on us winning the Premier League, hopefully.
Do you know what? Do you know what the thing is, John? I mean, as Jack said, it went under the radar. I mean, people could say feel sorry for him for the fact when Diaz came in January, he sort of stole the show from Jota. Jota was like other than obviously Mane was there at the time and Salah, but Jota was the one. Everyone was, geez, this guy's great, you know. Then all of a sudden Diaz comes in, all of a sudden Núñez comes in, and Jota's sort of in the background. He hasn't had a preseason because he's been injured. He's had a reoccurrence of that hamstring. But I think a fully fit Jota, even on the bench, is just an absolute bonus.
Yeah,
John,
15 league goals you got last year as well.
24 goals and 39 starts.
I think Jazz going to come into the season thinking to themselves that I'm going to prove everyone wrong. People are starting to rate me off here, and I'm going to come in and prove you all wrong. I'm going to show you why I am good to play for the football club, and why I should be, if not the starter in that front three, then very close to it anyway. I'd see Jazz going to bang a goals in the season.
Núñez, look, as you say, I mean, just to have him on the bench and with that 5 sub rule as well, Jack, I think it's huge. Imagine having a Jota and a Bobby and a Carvalho and an Elliott on the bench with 20 to go, and you're not quite hitting those. You could bring 1, 2, 3 on, change the whole bleeding front line.
Yeah,
absolutely full.
Andrew, I haven't got quite 500k. Maybe one day.
Here, I think Andrew wants you to go round to the Merton later. Look at this.
Pop down, Andrew, if you want. You're welcome to come down, lad. Pop down. But yeah, it's mad, isn't it? And that says a lot about Jota's character as well. Most importantly, innit? He could have quite rightly seen Núñez come in and went to, spoke to Mendez's agent and went to, I want to. Well, even though he loves the club, but we've seen players be players over the last couple of years, and not just Liverpool players, but other players. But he's not shied away from the challenge.
No.
As John's just said there, and you, Dave, in chat, he wants to force himself, and he has confidence, of course. Yeah, he does in being the leading man to make Liverpool hopefully win trophies as well. But even if you put Núñez and Jota up front, because I think that's what possibly we could do with certain games this season, and obviously play with 2 wide men in Salah and Diaz. So it's options, more options, and we just mentioned Firmino as well. Throw him into the mix. We've probably got the best squad depth in terms of the attacking areas in probably the whole of Europe, apart from potentially PSG, because obviously got Messi, Mbappe and Neymar, but apart from probably them, Liverpool very much up there in terms of depth.
I think we're up there everywhere. I mean, Tyler Moran went on loan yesterday to Blackburn.
That's a good
Ox is out now, I think, till October. I think that's a bad injury he got, unfortunately. And even if he comes back, who knows how long he'll bleed and last anyway. I think they might dip in, Jack. They might dip in for a midfielder.
What's happening? It's happening.
Might not. I went.
No, they might. I said they might not. They might.
Yeah,
they might not.
Yeah, I've got a feeling they probably. I think it's said a lot in terms of. But I hit the Spanish midfielder. Anyway, apologies about the pronunciation. But the young lad, I think he potentially jumped ahead of Morton.
He's a quality player.
Yeah,
Stefan Pjatic.
Pjatic, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good player.
I've not seen him a lot, but obviously seen him in person. Nobody did get beef for but it's a friend. He was really bothered. But the most important thing was the lads did get that first opportunity of playing in such a big crowd. That you're probably used to like playing a couple of hundred in the academy at the best of times. But being in that environment with all the crowds, you could tell a couple of the young lads were nervous, but they'll get over that once they play a lot more games for Liverpool, settle in anyway. I think all of us would be a bit nervous as a young kid playing in front of like 50-odd thousand. But yeah,
it's like being live here in our shows, get about 50,000 in live.
Yeah, we would not be able to do it. Maybe we were like, oh.
I would, but it wouldn't be able to read your fucking comments. I don't know how Mark Goldbridge does it sometimes. I seen a live show he was on. It could have been Liverpool United. He was doing a watch along, and there was 64,000 in live.
Yeah,
64,000 in live. And the fucking comments were just like that. I don't know how he was even seeing anybody coming in. Ridiculous.
I think when it gets to that level, you obviously trying your best to read, as always do. But
well, you read your super chats that someone sends you £200 or something like that.
Yeah.
Say happy birthday to me. Happy birthday.
They'd pay for your Liverpool kit or a giveaway in the chat as well. Oh, there we go.
But yeah. Another one, guys. Obviously, Jota's big news, and we're all delighted about that. But I wonder your thoughts on the league itself, the Premier League. I mean, your top four, your bottom three type of thing. I mean, obviously, Liverpool City, I think it's a toss of a coin who wins it. Liverpool City, like last year, there won't be much in it. Hoping we win it, of course, but it will be close. There's no doubt about it. But third, fourth, bottom three, my thoughts are I think Fulham and Bournemouth go back down. I just don't think they have enough in their squads. I think Forest might stay up. They seem to have bought well. They have a good manager. They're going to be hard to beat at that ground. If anybody's going to be hard to beat them at that ground, that's going to be, they hope, their fortress that keeps them up. They'll need to win games there against the lower teams, the mid-table, the bottom teams. And I think they've enough to win games. You could say Brentford could go back with them if they have what's called a second season syndrome. But I think Brentford are decent. You know, I think Everton could fall into the bleeding trap. You know what I mean? And I think third and fourth, I think it's a toss-up. I think Spurs have a good chance of getting third. Maybe it's between Arsenal, Chelsea, and United for that fourth spot.
Yeah, good lad. Who can't remember who you picked.
For the top four, I had Liverpool win the league.
Oh, yeah.
I actually think it's... everyone says City's a stronger team. I think City's actually weakened themselves this season.
No, but I know they have slightly weakened, but what I'm saying is they won't lie down.
No, they won't lie down.
They're not going to lie down.
I think we have maybe... We have the better... People think that we don't have a better scope. We actually have a better scope in Man City. If you look at their bench compared to our bench, we actually have a better squad.
Especially this season as well. And I'm hoping, and we've seen, when we did win the league, they haven't got the stomach for the chase.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to
happen. I'm hoping after the World Cup, when we come back in around Christmas time, that the league are slightly ahead and they're not as firing on all cylinders, and then they're still in the Champions League and say, fuck it, we put all our eggs in the Champions League. You know that way?
Well, that's the only reason you got Haaland, isn't it?
That's what we said. It's club's going to treat this season as if it's too many seasons than one. Yeah. He's going to go the first half of the season full on. Then he's also got that wee mini pre-season break in the middle.
Yeah, I think Klopp spoke about
Mo Salah isn't going to the World Cup.
No,
Rambo's not going to the World Cup.
Liverpool are one of the best teams in terms of players that aren't going to the World Cup. So that's good for us.
That's an advantage played for us.
Yeah. Obviously, you have the odds.
It's going to be weird, guys. It's going to be weird. It's going to be... What is the date of the World Cup? What is it, middle of November? What's the start date?
I did see the dates. Chat I know anyway, but yeah.
Yeah,
it's only like
he probably know.
3 weeks max, is it?
Yeah, I seen. When I was speaking to Mickey as well, mate, and chat. I think Liverpool don't enter is it the League Cup or the FA Cup?
The League Cup, I'm not sure it is.
It's probably both of them, isn't it? But
the FA Cup is January.
Yeah, so after the World Cup, so that's even beneficial to us as well. Yeah. And we can just focus on the Premier League and obviously the Champions League.
Yeah,
which would be the paramount. But it's going to be good for us and even football fans, because it's just going to be footy, 24/7 for all our teams, and then you just sit back and relax, and hopefully the Reds get the points on the board.
There you go. 21st of November, World Cup starts. Wow, the end of November. Okay. It's going to be weird. It's going to be cold, dark, wintry. But I suppose you'll have the World Cup to lighten it up a little bit. It might make it, in a way, brighten up your bleeding winter.
Just be weird, won't it?
It will be weird.
Everyone's going to really watch it.
I think we all.
I will watch it. Let me know what the football on.
Yeah, hopefully.
All the leagues stop. There'll only be the fucking World Cup.
I know, but it's what crazy ass time in the morning.
Oh yeah. No, I'm only
Yeah,
going to
I
be
don't
watching.
think it's too bad. I think some of the games are really late, but most of them aren't too bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
For
quite
Europe.
good actually. I
What?
Hoping.
they're quite good teams. I thought they were all pure elite.
No, I think it's normal. Isn't it?
I thought they were the Arsenal Morning.
Not so sure. Chat probably now anyway.
No, I don't think so.
I'm only watching just so we can get.
They try not to do that for fucking Europe as well because they know no one would bleed and watch it. Should I be silly doing something like that?
Hey, hi, Shane.
You all right?
Nice to see you again.
It's me man there, Dave.
Hey, Brenda.
Go ahead. Hello. But yeah.
Where's me cup of tea?
Oh, don't say that. Come and get you, lads.
Get me a cup of rose. Get me a cup of rosy Lee there, will you? But
But, yeah.
guys, another thing. So what do you think? What's your top four, Jack?
Liverpool, City, Chelsea, no Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea. I'm backing Arsenal, but Arsenal will probably be Arsenal and let me down.
I don't rate Arsenal this season, Paul.
I think they would have learned so much from last year. I think Gabriel Jesus will be a massive sign
Gabriel
for
Jesus
them.
will be a massive team.
I think if he can get like 15, 20 goals in the league, which he's capable of, if
you
he
know
plays through the middle.
Do you think the European football this season is actually going to hurt Arsenal more?
Europa?
They're not used to having 2 games a week. 3 games a week, some games as well.
Are they in Europa League? They're in Europa League.
Yeah,
aren't they?
Europa.
Week to Thursday, Sunday. That's a hard fixture.
I think it'll kill United as well. That bleeding Europa League's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, Ronaldo playing in that.
I think this season's actually going to really test Arteta. It's going to see what he's really made of.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get top 4, then surely he needs to
They
go.
spent quite a lot of money as well.
He has to go if he doesn't get top 4.
Yeah. I think you're on mute there, Dave. Or is it?
I'm just telling me little girl I'm live. She's wondering where I am.
I thought it was my mic there.
This is actually me, but this is a box. This is an office room. This is a like a little office room. There's Abigail. Want to say hello, Abs? No. This is I've never used this room. This is a room I might turn into a little studio.
Yeah, I was going to say, make you a little studio there, Dave.
Yeah, could. It's actually a single bedroom type of thing, but it's nothing's in it. Only like books and stuff.
Oh, that sounds. Yeah,
so I'm gonna get it light. My brother's an electrician, so I'm gonna get it to put in all like studio lighting. Get a green screen.
Yeah,
done, maybe. And it's nice and quiet. It's the back of the house. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you'll be out the way of everyone. It's like saying
I'll have to get soundproof, and my wife still said she hears me fucking screaming. So Liverpool, City, United, Chelsea, says Nathan. He has United third. I don't know what to expect from United this season. I mean, I think they'll be better than they were last season, just for the fact that their manager. What?
No, they can't. They really can't
United
get any worse.
can't get any worse.
They can't get any worse.
Can't get any worse either. Cannot get any worse either. I mean, Chelsea, who knows what the fuck is wrong with Chelsea? I don't know.
They spent all that money. I think they've got to deliver as well. I think Tuchel, as I've said on your show, Dave, as well.
They spent all their sterling on Raheem.
Yeah, it'll be a good sign for them. Yeah, it'll be a good sign. I think Chelsea do need a striker, though. Like someone that can actually put the ball in the back of the net.
They haven't put the Lukaku.
Well, he's gone on.
They don't know how to play with a striker.
Yeah. But I'm surprised even they got rid of Tammy Abraham. Was it 2 seasons ago? I thought they would have given him a chance, but it's madness. They'll probably get rid of Gallagher, won't they, as well? Probably to generate a bit more funds.
Gallagher's a quality player.
He should have gone to Palace this season.
I
think even on loan again.
Guys, who do you think go down? Bottom 3.
I think I've done a video on it. I've bloody right,
well, I mean, I think Fulham are going to find it hard, Jack, because they play too open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to say Bournemouth, because I think I'm surprised Nat Phillips, they haven't made an effort to get him, even for about 25, 30 million.
Heavily linked with Nat Phillips.
Yeah, I know probably we wouldn't let go because he's such a good centre-half, but even if they test the waters with Liverpool. So I'm going to go Bournemouth. I don't think they've got enough. I think they'll go back straight down. Fulham are a weird one, aren't they, Dave, and chat as well. If they can get Mitrovic scoring, but we've been saying that every single time they've come in the Prem.
He hasn't quite done it in the top level, has he?
Yeah, he's weird, but like, if they can get him scoring, I think they could become like 10 points clear at the top. But I'm going to go Fulham with the advance of them not getting Mitrovic scoring. And then I think I did have Everton. No, I had Everton 19th. Yeah, I had Everton 17th. Yeah, because I don't think Everton will just be there again. The squad's just good enough to avoid it. but the players, they haven't brought in enough goal quality. Dwight McNeil's good signing. Tarkowski, much improved, but they need a lot more than that, don't they?
Yeah.
I think Everton has gone down.
What do you think of Forest?
At Bournemouth, go down, Everton, and then Leeds.
Yeah, for me, Nathan, Forest don't go down. I think the way they played against us in the FA Cup last season.
They could have won that game.
Yeah, they beat Arsenal and they beat Leicester as well. Nearly beat us if they took their chances.
They could have won that game.
Yeah, so I think, as you mentioned, Dave, at the top of the show, Forest's home grounds and the support is probably one of the best in England anyway.
Yeah.
I think a lot of teams are going to go to Forest grounds and be very surprised. But they've got hundreds and probably millions of fans. Obviously, them winning the 2 European Cups, you get such a massive fan base worldwide as well.
It's more than City, isn't it?
Yeah, well, 100%, yeah. That's not hard. But yeah, I'd say Forest were safe. As you said, you've seen Sheffield come in, have a great first season. Brentford, Leeds come in, have a great first season, and I think Forest will follow suit as well. Because I think they will take quite a couple of teams by surprise, would you say, in terms of the way they play.
100%.
Mark, Forest seems to think Brentford, his name, Forest, and Leeds. Wow, that'd be some. You get some money on those three going down, I think, for the bookies, to be fair. But who's going to be your surprise package? I presume you might say Forest, would you?
I'd say Forest. Yeah.
Forest.
I've actually had Forest finishing round 13th, 14th in the league.
It's the manager. I've completely forgot his name, but he seems like.
I think that'd be quite a good finish for them.
Yeah, I think they'll be 15th, 16th. I think that's probably even higher. But the weird one's going to be Villa, though. There's going to be a lot of questions asked about Stevie this summer.
Oh, don't talk about Stevie.
Yeah.
I can't talk about Stevie. It does my head in.
In terms of his management at Aston Villa, spend quite a lot of money when you listen to Aston Villa fans in terms of all their podcasts and everything.
Right, but the question I put to everybody is, if you look at Steven Gerrard at Rangers, right? It took him at least a good
3 years.
A good 3 years to show what he was building. You can't judge a guy on half a season.
Yeah.
I don't think you can't judge him on a year and a half.
Yeah.
You need to give him at least 2 years, two and a half years before you judge him.
The problem is in the Premier League,
you don't get time.
You don't get your job. You're out the fucking door. You know what I mean?
You're 100% correct. But the fella's problem is that they have put the faith in Steven Gerrard, so they need to stand by him. If they wanted success right away, then they should have went and got a manager that was going to give them success right away. Steven Gerrard was never going to do that.
Yeah.
That's
an impossible job.
Yeah. Yes.
So what do you think of someone like Leicester City? I don't know what to make of Leicester City. See, everybody seems to be fucking jumping ship there. Madison looks like he could go. Schmeichel's gone.
Yeah, I tell you what, Rod. You get some good odds there, Rob, wouldn't you, in terms of Leicester going down? But I don't
know whether you would get fucking good odds now. They're fucking losing players left, right, and centre, Jack.
Have I missed something? I know Fofana is anything else come out this morning in terms of
no, but I did hear news about Madison.
Yeah, Madison.
Newcastle put a £50 million bid in for Madison recently. So
it'd be a great time for Newcastle. Yeah, massively what they need. I think a lot of people are going on English tax and all that, but he got like 18 goals for Leicester last season. And you think about this, obviously,
it is quite a lot of money. What do you think about Madison? I don't really rate him. I think he's good, but I don't think he's worth that kind of money.
I think he's got the potential to be surrounded with better players. I think with what Newcastle are doing, I think obviously with Tielemans in the right system, I think Madison would be absolutely fantastic in that 10 position.
But again, if he's worth that kind of money, then why is somebody else getting for him? Why is it only in Newcastle?
Newcastle and City are probably the only teams, apart from obviously potentially United and Chelsea, teams that are willing to spend that type of money in the Premier League.
I don't know. I think he's good player. I just don't think he's worth that amount of money. I think that could be a mistake.
He's a much improved, better version than John Joe Shelby, though, isn't he?
Oh, big time.
It's like you've got Shelby and then Mick. No disrespect.
I take it all back. He's worth
you've got Shelby and Miggy Almiron, and then you go into Madison. There's
I
going to be
take
a
it all
jump
back.
up
He's
there.
worth every penny. He's worth every penny.
Guys, okay, so we'll have a quick look at the opening day fixtures. Of course, you've got Palace, Arsenal Friday night, so kicks off on Friday night. I think that's a tough one for Arsenal.
Arsenal lost.
Palace are decent. What do you think?
I think Arsenal lose 2-1.
Yeah. They got beat on the first day of the season. Was it last year by Brentford?
Yeah.
I think Arsenal do lose 2-1.
Yeah. Selhurst Park will be bouncing, won't it? Yeah, I'm going to go, Palace 2-0, yeah.
Oh, 2-0.
Even though we've got Arsenal finishing the top 4, but I think Patrick Vieira is doing a fantastic job. But
2-0?
2-0 Palace, yeah.
You don't see Jesus getting a goal?
No.
No.
Not against Palace. If he was against like Everton or something. Oh.
2 seconds, lads.
Is that Gabriel Jesus?
That's Jesus. Your prediction.
Well, Jackie, obviously then Fulham, Liverpool. I'm going to go 3-0 Liverpool. I think Liverpool have far too much for Fulham. Should have far too much for Fulham.
Yeah, should take them to the cleaners, hopefully. But we just got to start well, haven't we? Yeah, probably go 4-0 Liverpool.
Wow, I take that. Bournemouth Villa on the Saturday at 3 o'clock.
You'd expect Villa, but wouldn't surprise me. You seeing, as you mentioned, obviously Fulham, new promoted team. But yeah, I'm going to go with Villa. 2-1 Villa, I think.
Newcastle Forest. That's a weird one. Bit of pressure on Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 Newcastle. I think with their home crowd, and we've seen obviously the form guide since January last year when they obviously made the changes and that. I'm going to go 2-0 Newcastle, where I think the St James's will be absolutely rocking for the first game of the season with the new signings, where they would start Newcastle Forest. What do you reckon? I've gone 2-0 Newcastle.
Newcastle home?
Yeah.
Newcastle win 2-0.
Spurs Southampton. I think Spurs will beat Southampton, probably 2 or 3-0.
Yeah. Be the most Spurs thing to draw or get beat there.
I actually fancy a draw. I fancy a 1 each.
1 each. I'm going to go 3-0 Spurs. I think he should.
I fancy a 1 each.
Yeah.
Spurs or Spursy.
North Red is saying the boys are on the juice early. They're on the go easy, baby.
Join us now, lad. Get on.
They're big soda drinkers. Look, Mark, you're right there.
Yeah.
Leeds against Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's an interesting one. I'm going to go a draw. 1-1. 1-1 draw.
Leeds Wolves. That's got 1-0 Wolves written all over it for me. Yeah, I'm going to go Wolves 1-0.
I'm going to go draw. No each.
Everton Chelsea. That's an interesting battle of the Blues.
What a bloody game that is.
6-0.
6-2. Yeah, it's got to be sure you go with Chelsea, even though they've no attacker. But
it's going to be. I think it's going to be a high score thing.
Do you reckon you got no one? You got no one to put the ball in the back of this.
We got Sterling. Fucking shit, but
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-2. I reckon it'll be 2-2. I think both teams. Goodison Park will be bouncing.
Realistically, I think I'll go 2-0. 2-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-2. Everton Chelsea.
I might be a draw, a 1-1, something like that. I don't think either team will want to lose their first.
Yeah.
I mean, Everton are under pressure anyway from last season. And the way Chelsea's pre-season's gone, they do not want to lose. No one wants to lose the first game. Let's put it away. Just that adds that bit of pressure if you lose your first game. Yeah. Leicester City now. Here's a team that's under pressure against Brentford. I fancy Brentford for this.
Brentford, yeah. Say, especially, I'm surprised you kept hold of Ivan Toney.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's massive.
Yeah.
He got quite a couple of goals.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you there, Dave. I think with the reaction, we've got a couple of Leicester fans, our good mate Hansen. Obviously, I think the only side in Europe that hasn't signed a signing. Like, it's made a signing, which is mad. So yeah, I go with Brentford 2-0. I think it will be a massive miss, them not having Eriksen. But I think the current crop of players that they have and the way they play football, yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go Brentford 2-0.
Wow. Yeah. That would be a really Brendan Rodgers will be under huge pressure to get some result in that game. United Brighton, I think it's a tricky one for United. Brighton are a decent side.
Shock to reality for Ten Hag in the Premier League, I think. Didn't he?
I fancy a 1-0 Brighton.
Well, Brighton absolutely was a 4-0 last game of the season.
That was in their ground.
Yeah, so it was only a couple of weeks. Well, seems like only a couple of months ago. So
I go 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0 Brighton. I go with 1-0 Brighton. I think.
Brendan Rodgers' first high jump, but still a wonderful man, a wonderful human being.
Wonderful human being.
He's a wonderful human being, and then the last one, I think this is a tricky one for City, away to West Ham, the final game. This is where I think we see if City mean business here. This is the way they start slow and stuff. This is a tough start. This is a tough game to get 3 points. Especially Liverpool can hammer Fulham and put the pressure on.
He's West Ham. Well, they beat them last year, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Like City lose.
They drew 2-2, didn't they?
2-1.
Did West Ham win the reverse fixture?
I don't know. Didn't West Ham are winning 2-0, right? And they drew 2-2.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. I'm open with on hope. Won't happen. But I'm gonna go. Hopeful optimism with the scoreline.
Even a draw do me there, Jack. To be honest,
yeah.
Once City don't win,
2-1 West Ham.
2-1.
2-1. Who else have we got in here? Maybe Rodgers can get employed as a Fox's mascot. Okay. City a draw. Yeah, I'd take a draw all day long. I'd absolutely take a draw all day long. Any plans for the week, Jackie? When are you on live next? Are you doing your watch along for the Fulham game, or what's the story?
Yeah, we're doing a watch along, mate, for the Fulham one. Probably will have a pre-match Fulham build-up show. What's there on now?
Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
So obviously, if you're available this week, Dave, we'll get that filmed and obviously try and get John on. Probably spend most of tomorrow with John and the lads. Probably go to pub and have a little walk around Anfield.
We're definitely going to pub tomorrow, mate. Yeah, we're definitely hitting the pub tomorrow.
Round to the marathon, is it?
It's going to be a messy one.
But yeah, we'll be doing a pre-match build-up. Probably I'll be live tonight at 9. So if you're available, mate, you're welcome to come on.
Yeah, no problem, bro. If just give me the show, basically. As I say, there's so much content coming. It's a new season. There's new possibilities. It's join us on the journey. There's so much to look forward to with the squad we have. Just hope everybody can stay fit and raring to go. Liverpool play a closed door Villa game.
Villa, yeah.
When's that? Tomorrow, is it?
I think, Chat was saying, is it tomorrow?
It's tomorrow, the fucking dirty bastards.
Yeah.
It won't be on telly anyway. You won't see any of that.
No, they play a game when I actually come down to play a game. I can't even go to the game.
Even if you're playing at Anfield, you probably couldn't
try to sneak in somehow.
You probably couldn't get a fucking ticket anyway, for fuck's sake.
No, fuck.
LFC TV's probably shut down anyway. It hasn't been working all pre-season, has it?
There's been something happening with LFC TV. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter giving out about it.
Yeah, they're happy to charge people £5 for the service that they don't.
It hasn't worked in Australia whatsoever all summer.
Yeah, Australia's been a nightmare as well for the Liverpool fans. So
even places in America, I've seen it hasn't worked in America.
Yeah, regional band, they're saying. So,
would you pay the money, but?
Oh yeah, they're happy to say so. We've got to pay off that Salah contract somehow, haven't we? So.
Now we got to pay off a fucking 5-year Diogo Jota contract, baby.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Let's hope he can pay it off by scoring goals and winning trophies. That's how you pay it off. Okay, so did anybody hear anything about the third kit? The release date of the third kit? Did anybody hear anything about that? There's obviously the home and away kits being... There's usually a third kit.
Yeah, well, I did a video on my channel.
That was that green kit, was it?
Yes, and there has been a video knocking around of like a model for like a clothing brand, like modelling the kit.
Yeah,
and apparently got leaked, and supposedly that's the kit. If you haven't seen it, chat, go on Twitter or if you type
what
it
is it? When was this? Recently?
It was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
But 2-3.
Yeah, he was in like a changing room, but it was modelling. He basically leaked the kit supposedly.
What was it? The green one? Really dark, really green colour.
That's a nice kit, I think.
Yeah, potentially that could be a trading kit. We never know. So
yeah, that's true. Because they do like that green teal. That green teal training kit, they like that, don't they?
I did see a couple of months ago. I done a video on it though on my channel. I was like the bluey red, like with the mag pattern. But they're releasing a new away kit, aren't they, very soon? which it'd be like last year. You won't be able to get hold of it. So
No.
everyone get on the website and try and periodize it, because it looks lovely in person as well.
I like
Andrew Quinn keeps sending these messages to you here about I see you at 6 o'clock. I don't know what he's done. You see you around at 6 o'clock or whatever, but Jota the Slaughter. Do you know what? I did a few. What did I do last night? Made a few. I don't know whether you've seen them, Jack. Like T-shirt ideas for, and it was just coincidence. I did a Jota one actually, just by pure coincidence. I'll just show you real quick here. There's one there. Jurgen Klopp, the normal one.
Cool, that's nice.
The normal one, right? That's one. Took me about 5 minutes to make this. Here's one. Matip, the legend.
Yeah, that's good.
And just coincidence. And here's a nice one. It's my favorite actually. Happy Diaz.
Not too bad.
Happy Diaz, as in happy days. Like, there's what it looks like me as a model.
Oh yes.
And then the last one, which was just pure coincidence. I actually did a Diogo Jota one just there, pure coincidence. Jota has got the Lotta.
Cool, that's
not bad, are they?
Dave's got the info, the inside info then.
Huh?
You've got the inside info, do you?
Inside info.
You knew the contract was happening?
Different level, baby. On the phone, the club. Okay, go. Fucking, you never know with me, baby. Get them going, Davey boy. I'll have a Diaz one. There you go, see? Happy Diaz, baby. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what way to do it. I'll have to talk to somebody about doing T-shirts. It'd be good, but I think you have to have a website first, don't you, Jack?
No, suppose.
Or do you?
But don't think. I think you can set it up through your YouTube channel, and you'll be able to do it, mate. Because obviously you got a couple of thousand. So I'll message you after it. I'll try and get that.
Have a look. I mean, if it would, I'm gonna make a few more. I think those ones with the face, colorful face, with the Happy Diaz or the Jota's Gotta or the normal one, those type ones. So you have to be careful with copywriting with a Nike sign or with a, you know, that type of thing. Be really careful with that. Or even the crest, you've got to be careful with. So if you're showing just the face, like the Diaz one, you might get away with it. You know that way? Actually, that Diaz one, I think it looked nice even on a red. Yeah. Here's one.
I'm a bit good on Photoshop, so I'll sort that.
Yeah.
I'll sort that. Boy. I'll pay 50 quid for that one.
But I do like, you know what? I do like the Diaz one, to be fair. I do. I think the Diaz one looks fairly.
Yeah, it's nice.
That is nice.
Happy Diaz. That look nice even on a black T-shirt. But I'm gonna have to look into all that type of stuff because, look, I don't know what way it works. So I think there's a company called T-Trees or something, an American company, where you register with them. You give them your designs, they show you them, they give you codes, and down below you can order a T-shirt to that code. That's the T-shirt you get, type of thing. You get a percentage, something like that. Whereas you don't have to set up your own website. You understand?
Yeah,
something like that. I see Jamie Phillips is bringing out his own bit of merch as well.
Yeah,
not see about that, because
North Red saying something here. Why don't you do the merch thing between you all? A joint venture and split the moolah.
The thing is, though, North.
I don't think legally you can do that. I think there's tax. So even doing the YouTube thing that I'm doing, I got monetized back in, I think it was June. I haven't set the monetization up, even though there's money in the background, because especially here in the Republic, there's tax implications. It's not, you can't just, if you made $1,000 a month, you can't just take the $1,000, you understand? You have to pay your tax in it.
Yeah.
All tax bans and all this bullshit. So maybe Jamie knows more than me. I'll have to talk to Jamie because I think Jamie's doing quite well. He's getting a lot of people in live. He's obviously running the merchandise line now. So, but there is tax. It's not straightforward. You can only make a certain amount of tax a year if you have a job. If you're working a normal job, where I work a 9 to 5. So if you want to top that up, is what I'm saying. You have to be careful. So don't know the ins and outs. That's why I haven't set up the monetization thing yet. You know, Dave's loaded, says Mark. Dave's loaded, yeah. Well, you can always be more loaded. Isn't that the famous saying?
Yeah, exactly. Get that studio up and running, Dave, and you do. we all coming round, but bloody hell, Dave, what's all this, lad?
Big John can sort the
Okay.
tax. I'm right. Big John can sort out the tax. The tax man will be fucking after you. You're fucking right.
Tax man.
Yeah. There's only there's two inevitabilities in life. One is debt, and the other one is fucking tax. They're the two, baby. And they're the two that get you. And they're the ones that will let you away, aren't they?
Yeah.
But what are you doing now, boys? He's gone out for a few go easy sitting out in the back garden, or?
Yeah, just chilling, you know.
That's a wee chub one, mate. Just a wee chub one.
Go town tomorrow, and that. But it's good to see you, John, obviously, as well. It's good to see you, though.
It's good to be here. It's good to be back in Liverpool.
Jota's been paying agents big bucks. Well, you never know. You never know. I mean, there is money to be made in YouTube. It is hard to make it, and I think you've got to have the right. Obviously, you've got to have, the right merchandise. You've got to have the right line. There is another guy I follow. I think it's called We Are Liverpool. He does lovely beanie hats. You know those beanie hats with the Van Dijk on it and the Virgil and all this type of thing, and the Salah on them. The beanie hats, the bobbin on the top. I mean, I don't know how many of them he sells, but he seems to be doing quite well with it.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, it's maybe one day when we get to like the hundreds of thousands.
It's not. Listen, I'm only putting it out there as an idea. I might do one or two T-shirts just to see that Diaz one, maybe the Jota or the normal one, that type of thing, just to see. But I mean, it's no use doing something like that if you're going to sell one or two T-shirts. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So
yeah, well, we do YouTube for the YouTube, don't we, mate? We were saying to John, and I had the great privilege of meeting John. Hopefully, use a lot of using the chat in the future as well. Liverpool were quite successful. Met Dave. I started just for the love and passion, just like speaking to the lads or someone in the pub, speaking about it heads. That's the most important thing. It's
of course.
The other stuff's like secondary, really.
Yeah, of course. I'm not doing it because of the money. I'm doing it 4 years now, Jack. You're doing it about 5 years?
Yeah, just slightly a bit more longer.
Me. Yeah,
very similar.
So,
very similar time. Me and you started, lad, but
exactly. So, it's it's nothing to do with it, really. I mightn't even do it. You know what I mean? I mightn't even do it at all. It's the only thing about the merchandise thing is good. Even if you're a Dave, like, let's go. It's good for the channel for
good for the advertisements as well, especially if someone's just walking around with one of your tops on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Outside the ground or something, it's actually a good promotional thing rather than you'd even give fucking T-shirts away and say wear them outside the ground. You know what I mean?
It's like, oh, that's nice. Where'd you get that from? Oh, so subscribe to Dave LFC Chats.
Exactly.
Serious day. Get on the merch. Maybe check him a Cop Talk. Who's Cop Talk?
I think I'm not too sure.
Cop Talk.
I'm not sure.
That guy, that your man Duncan or something. The English fella, he lives down in Spain or something.
I'm not too sure.
Duncan, I think his name is.
There's loads of great channels out there.
There's that many Liverpool channels.
Yeah.
It's hard
Mick, Moran, Copy Podcast in the house. Mick, how are you, my friend? Hopefully you are well. Have you done the merchandise thing yourself with Copy Podcast? I don't know whether they've done it or not, but it'd be just an interesting thing to look at way you're doing it. I know the Anfield Rap live off. I mean, their T-shirt. I was in their studios there back in when I was with you, Jack. They have a whole area where all their T-shirts are. Garrett Roberts will show me. T-shirt city, every different type of. They were sold out of their T-shirts of their range for the Champions League. So obviously they have a big following, though. They have a huge following. You know what I mean? Some people do like it's nice, simple T-shirt with a Jota on it or a Diaz on it for match day. But we shall see. We shall see. Too many podcasts with Cop in their title.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well,
Cop onto yourself, will you?
A couple of years of FSG had their way. They'd be copyrighting Liverpool. All that
Copy.
channels.
You like that? Copyright. AOP. Copyright.
FSG, all our channels be blocked.
Well, the FSG did want to copyright Liverpool, didn't they, in the crest?
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
They tried to anyway.
It's the most Americanized thing I've seen. Like,
do you know what? That's another good idea. See that one there, Mick Moran? Like, you could have a Dave's LFC Chats with my new logo up there. Like, subscribe, Twitter with your handle on it as a sticker. Put it in, like, where they put up like notice boards and stuff.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Yeah. Cop TV. I don't know what one he means there, but a range of
so many great channels anyway. There's loads of them.
plaster the town with your logo. I did see a load of Anfield Wrap sticker. I've loads of stickers there as well. Garrett Roberts gave me loads of fucking Anfield Wrap stickers. I've fucking loads of them. But look, it's just great ideas. It's promotional things.
Yeah.
You never know. I've not much time to do it, Jack, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, if anyone's good at marketing watching, hit us all up and we'll hire you.
I've got the ideas, baby. I've got the ideas. In the telephone box. Does anybody use a telephone box anymore, Mark Forrest? I think it's back into the 90s.
I haven't seen one in fucking years.
I know Doctor Who does use one. So.
Doctor fucking Who there. Look at him. The telephone box. I used to have to, I'm so old, I used to have to ring me mop from a fucking telephone box to ask her if she come down for a beer. Do you know what I mean? That's how
was it
not
that was. Not like pigeon
caddy. Are you coming out for a beer? Fuck, the money's gone. Quick.
Yeah.
There's no mobile phones.
Yeah, a pigeon caddy, you know, like an owl or something to drop off your letters like Harry Potter.
Different level. Different fucking level. Here, you want to get an antigen test. Quick, get an antigen test.
Fucking pigeon caddy.
Where is it? See some pigeon just land in your garden. It's got a nose.
Oh, here's a good one. Mick Moran's going to meet Pep Linders tomorrow, so I'll ask him for marketing tips. Tell Pep I said hello. Put a pep in his step for his new book, of course, which is called Intensity.
Go ahead, Mick. Did you a signing, Mick? Or
it must be a signing, I'd say. Mick, you can pop on if you want, if you're around. I'll send you a link and you can explain yourself to the jury.
That's right.
Meet and greet with Pep. Wow, that'd be good, yeah.
Mick's getting him his book personally signed.
I have to say, fucking has no one.
You might get his leg signed like that one they did to Klopp. Remember, Klopp signed your man's leg at the ground. And he got a tattoo. He got a tattoo.
Tattoos and that. Yeah,
I love doing that.
It's a signing at Anfield. Why don't you just get down to that?
Oh, we'll be going down to that. Mick, drop us a message tomorrow. Let us know the times and me and John meet up.
It's probably a ticket affair, though, is it?
Oh,
I'll ask him here. I mean, you can pop on if you want.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was going to say, that's probably booking, isn't it? I've never actually seen it, isn't it? First come, first serve. We'll be the first ones there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be straight there fucking 7. I'd be here from 5 o'clock in the morning.
What is it?
I'm a tent up outside.
Yeah, we'll be asking him. Yeah, Pep runs a YouTube video with the boys.
Let's see if we can get Mick in. I don't know if he's a race. Probably in work.
No, I didn't see nothing at any of that.
I didn't see it at all.
Pretty good, huh? Just dropping Mick the link there, are you?
Yeah. I'll just drop him the link. If he's around, he can pop in. But he's probably in work. But the link is
everyone smash that like button as well, everyone.
Hit that like, baby. You know what to do. Hit it hard. Hit it like Paddy the Paddy, baby. But yeah, so look, it's gonna be an interesting few days.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
It's gonna be an interesting build up now, right up till Saturday, isn't it? I'm looking forward to it, Jackie boy.
Football's back. It's what we've all wanted. Happy days. Happy.
Try to get to a few more games at Anfield.
If we can, mate. Yeah, it's obviously I do share my seasons with. Well, I share seasons with my mates. I'm just happy to go, even if it's one game a season, mate. It's just so difficult for anyone really going the game. But I think obviously the new introduction of the tickets system this year, it's going to be interesting in terms of obviously how that works. I think if you pass on your ticket, whoever does get that ticket, if you're on like families or friends, gets that accreditation. So obviously it will be interesting. I'm hoping it does eradicate a lot more touts, but there'll always be touts. Whether that be football or concerts or whatever venue you're selling. It's quite sad really, but it'll be interesting. I think with the more couple of thousand seats with the new stands.
Well, with the Annie Road now next year, as you said, I don't think so. They'll all be ripped up, Jack. They'll be ripped up as soon as it's fucking done, you know that?
Yeah.
Hi lads, hope okay. My brother has just started UFC training in Wally's gym.
He used to work in a pub for fucking years.
John's getting he's tipping it in the glass there, lad.
Here he is, the legend Cupboard podcast, while the boys are drinking the beer.
Hi.
Michael, how are you?
Yeah, sound. How you doing?
Absolutely
too
brilliant.
bad, man.
Brilliant. The boys are on the beer already. Look at them, ready to roll.
Fucking hell, the pints going. It's on now.
I don't even know what time it is. Is it like, well, only half 3?
What time it is?
What's time got to do with it?
It is.
Never too early, lad. Never too early.
So you're going
It's
to a
5
little Pep
o'clock
Lenders
tomorrow.
trick tomorrow, Mick. What's the story there?
Yeah, so it was like a competition, LFC Retail on Twitter. I didn't win, but someone I know did win, and they've basically given it to me. So
Go ahead, lad.
it's like a guest listing. So
Whoa!
fancy pants. Yeah. No, it should be good
Better
though.
wear your suit.
Imagine that, rock up in a suit and tie, fucking hell, tuxedo. Now, looking forward to those. Should be good. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know, probably be hundreds of people there, like, but I don't know. I'll take loads of photos anyway. I'll let you know how it goes.
Get him on your podcast, lad. Get him on your podcast.
Imagine I just whack my phone up and go, we're on StreamYard here, Pep. Say hello.
He's an interesting fella, isn't he? He is like his book. He's very intense. I mean, that book is called Intense, but he is intense as a person, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you've only got to see like his interviews and his that makes perfect reason why he would make a book, because he's got like, he doesn't give like the easy answer, does he? It's always like a proper like good overview with like good insight, like something that managers probably wouldn't tell you, which is always good, I think.
I mean, he can speak a few languages. I think he can even speak Portuguese.
Yeah, 5-6 languages, probably more.
Yeah.
Well, he's Dutch, isn't he? Dutch, Linders.
Yeah.
And he obviously speaks English, Dutch, Portuguese. I think he even speaks a bit of Spanish. He's unbelievable.
And a bit of Scouse as well.
Even speaks Scouse. But no, geez, that should be an interesting one. Enjoy that. Yeah, you might even get passed around a nice little glass of vino that you at these book signings usually do. You know, the little tidbits of like grapes with cheese. You know, that type of thing.
What, wine and nibbles? Hopefully.
Yeah, you will.
I'll have a bit of that. Yeah, I'll have a bit of that if it's going. I'll say no.
MC, question for the lads. I've seen something on Talkshite, that Talksport, I presume he's talking about. Thiago, the most technically gifted player that we've ever had. I mean, Thiago's just stepped up a different level, hasn't he, in the last 12 months?
It will be.
Yeah, Moby was quite technical, wasn't he? I know with his big belly, like he was quite hard to get round. He was quite technical as well.
He got around the pitch well. He got around the pitch.
Shirt, like, isn't he? Thiago is a shirt.
Would you class Suarez as technical? He'd nutmeg about
Suarez was technical.
He'd nutmeg about 7 players and banging in top-ins.
Suarez was technical.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What do you think? Obviously, Mick, we didn't have you on before the start of the show. Obviously, Diogo Jota, new deal till 2027. I thought that was huge.
Boss news, like getting these players tied down in the peak years. What is he, 25? So we've got him until at least 30. So amazing. Like, when we just keep getting these signings on board, and then we make them into the players that they are. And obviously, he's only been here 2 years, but it feels like longer. And I think even in the 2 years he's been here, he's had a load of injuries as well, which hasn't helped. But if he comes back from this one and then hopefully can stay fit, then he can score half fuls this season, hopefully, and for the next 5 years as well, hopefully. But yeah, boss news, amazing. Yeah.
It just gives us an extra option up front. It's all about options with the 5 sub rule coming in. Just enhances that bloody squad. Gives us more goals. Throws in maybe 15 plus. I think he was 20. Was it 21 or 24? 21 last year. Something ridiculous like that in all competitions. He'll get goals for you. If he's fit, he'll get goals. If he plays, obviously. I mean, it's going to be hard to get into that starting lineup, guys, and that is a headache for Klopp, and it's a headache. It's a great headache to have.
Yeah, you get to the 60th minute and you see Liverpool bringing on, if Diaz doesn't start certain games as well, or Jota, or vice versa, like teams are going to be looking around going, you are having a laugh. Like, bringing on players like the quality that we've got. So, yeah, happy days. Jürgen and Pep got what they wanted as well, but I know the managers have had a bit of a moan, but it's a safeguard, most importantly, the players. Mm-hmm. When you look at the amount of play, teams would be moaning if they actually got to the FA Cup final, League Cup finals. If these teams, other than City and Liverpool, were maximising the amount of games that they played in the season, then they'd be saying the exact same things. But happy days. And not just Liverpool and City, but obviously Arsenal and Tottenham, they utilise it to the best of their advantage, really. So
yeah, I think, Mick, that the 5 sub rule, we know Klopp's been talking about, I'm sure Pep has for the last few years, wanting it will suit. I've heard people saying it'll suit every team. It'll suit the teams with the big bloody squads and the quality on the bench. It's okay having a big squad if they're all fairly average players, but if you have a big squad with quality and the quality you're leaving out on the bench that can change a match with 20, 25 to go, that 5 sub rule is huge.
Yeah, massive. Like you said, if we start Nunes, we've got Bobby on the bench. If you start Diaz and Salah, Jota's still on the bench. There's 2 strikers. Then you've got Carvalho, who can come on. Curtis Jones, like Harvey Elliott. Yeah, it's gonna definitely benefit us, especially if you want to play 60 games again this season. Then that 5 sub rule definitely helps us massively. Yeah.
So what do you think, Mick? Obviously, we'll have a quick word before we go about the game on Saturday, 12:30, Craven Cottage, Fulham, who of course came up, won the championship. They're a decent side. They're pacey. They're going to attack us, which will suit us. I think it'll just fall into our bleeding trap because they won't sit back. They're not a type of team that'll sit back, or Bournemouth or Burnley, or one of these teams that'll just sit back and hope to maybe get a draw. I think they'll go for it. They've probably nothing to lose anyway. They're probably expecting to lose the game. I think Marco Silva said something yesterday, but they're not even ready yet. So let's hope they're not ready on Saturday. I'm expecting Liverpool to win a good 90 and get at least 2 or 3 goals against them. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's fell in our favour a little bit that it's at their place as well. Because if they were coming to Anfield, they'd be more inclined to sit back a little bit more. But yeah, at Craven Cottage, 12:30, which isn't the great. We all know our 12 kickoffs aren't great. Everyone's still half asleep, especially all the Reds travelling down to London at God knows what hour. So it's going to be a good game. But like you said, Marco Silva, he won't be wanting to sit back, and hopefully they'll come with an expansive game plan, which is, like you said, it's perfect for us just to pick them off. And hopefully, just the interesting one if he's going to start Nunes or not, especially after the goal. So, but yeah, can't wait. Looking forward to it.
I think the fact that he scored the goal, I think he starts. If he hadn't scored that goal, I think he would have rested him.
Yeah, I mean, it's
continuity. It's all about continuity, and it's all about going forward. Like someone scores a goal, the energy, and when he took his top off, I know maybe he shouldn't have took it off, whatever, but because of the price tag and all the crap he's been taking the week before, I think that's the reason he took the top off, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you play him.
I would start him personally. Just obviously, I think Firmino did well. Had loads of injuries last year, but he's looking sharp again. But he's not a goal scorer. He's not gonna. He drops into those gaps, and obviously we know everything that Bobby does, and he does it to perfection when he's fit and firing. But Nunes can. I mean, he could get a couple at least on Saturday if he starts, I reckon. But it's going to be interesting how he plays. He might go safe with Bobby at first, and then bring Nunes on 60 odd minutes like he did against in the other game against Man City. So it just depends what he fancies. But away from home, I think against their defence, I think Nunes could have a really good day against them.
Would have a field day. That would be unbelievable. Imagine an opening day hat trick on your fucking debut in the Premier League. You've heard it here first.
Shove that in their compilations, yeah.
MC, if we don't beat Fulham by at least 3 goals, there's something wrong. There's nothing wrong because I'll take 1-0 right now. It's all about the 3 points, baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's all. It's all.
But saying that, you get fans saying, "Oh, we only won 1-0." It's like, for fuck's sake.
It's about reality. We got to take reality checks. About winning games, the scoreline, even the performance. It's first game of the season. You want to win the game. A clean sheet's a bonus. You know.
That's got a great record, Danny Touchwood. Is it like 5 consistent or probably something mad that he scored on the opening day of the season? So I think he'll be
do it again.
Scoring 6 consecutive, I think. It's not crazy. Looks a cheeky goal.
Did you hear the news just before we go as well? And maybe we'll be going about another 5. Yeah, about quarter now 15. We give it. The VAR news about the VAR. You'll be able to hear what they're saying after the game.
Is that being announced?
Like in rugby? Is it rugby and cricket? I know in rugby you can hear the TV or the VAR guys talking to the referee during the game.
The worst one was it?
The public can hear it.
Worst one was when we were at Anfield when we played Tottenham, innit? I forgot who it was, whether it was Moss or something. And you could see on the TV pictures, you could lip read, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Or like, I'm not too sure. The referee was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I didn't see it. So I don't know.
Yeah, John Moss, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like, you are having a laugh. So hopefully that does get broadcasted and they're all frauds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was John Moss was like, he went over to the linesman and said, I didn't see it. And he waited about 15 seconds and went, I'm going to give a penalty. And then that was it.
Yeah.
I think it was was it the foul by the foul by Van Dijk on Lamella, was it? I think it might have been that one.
I think so, yeah.
With Lamella dives.
Or the other thing, I seen something, John Aldridge tweeted it yesterday about the flag rule. When the linesmen take ages to put the flag up, even though it's offside, they let the play go on. Apparently, they've been told to put the flag up when they think it's offside straight away. I mean, I was always worried about injuries there. Were you keepers coming out and poleaxing someone and it's offside?
Yeah, it's only one challenge away, and you'll have rival fans if it was one of their players.
It could be a career-ending injury.
Yeah,
that could kill someone's career.
Yeah, well, we had it in the Community Shield, didn't we? Not to that extent, but it was an offside for one of us, but it was about 5-6 offside, like yards offside. The most blatant ones where even us watching at home or in the ground, you're like, bang on straight away, that's offside. But
yeah, I think it's dangerous. I just think it's dangerous. Imagine running through on goal in the last minute. You're about 3 yards offside. Keeper comes out, takes your leg off, gone for the season, and you're offside.
It's crazy.
It's like the Van Dijk injury against, and I hate to bring it up, the Van Dijk injury against Everton. Yeah. That's a perfect example.
I'm still trying to figure out how they get that one wrong. How Pickford wasn't setting up for that one, I don't understand.
I know, I don't. It's craziness.
Rod always has something funny to say, don't you, Rod? Rod loves that. He used to be like Johnny. I don't remember. Do you remember your man Johnny Gooch? Do you remember him, Jack? Johnny Gooch, fucking lunatic in Canada. He used to come on and just, I don't know what he used to be on just to act the fiddle. I don't know what he used to be coming on here for. It wasn't football anyway. But Rod does like his sayings. I would love to have all this on the wall in the referee's office in the 90s with Ferguson. I'm sure Ferguson throw bleeding fucking iron at them or something.
He used to intimidate them, didn't he?
Like, yeah, it was different. It was different days then, wasn't it? Though
I hate it for him, but respect him for what he did.
Yeah, fair play to him. Like
he was a genius for what he did. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying he
had
wasn't
his love child, didn't he? Baldy. Alex Webber. He was a Devil Fairy kid or something.
Right, so Jack, you've got a load of shows coming up. You've gone to a watch along for the Fulham game on Saturday. Just tell the people watching what you're going to be doing. And Jack,
thank you, mate. We'll have a pre-match build-up show on the channel this week, possibly tomorrow or the day after. But yeah, we'll be doing a live stream watching on the Fulham game, mate. And thank you very much for having me on, Dave. I appreciate it. And great to speak to you again, Mick, and everyone in chat. Enjoy the rest of your day. Me and John are then have probably a couple more.
Don't get too pissed now. Don't go easy on the old fucking Milner juice there. Look at it. So fucking.
If you go into Potwell, don't have shorts on.
Jack actually was live with Connor the other night, and I mentioned it, and Connor was wearing shorts, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now go back and watch
yeah, I put a comment in on that video because I was just watching it, and I don't know. I think I was having a cup of tea, nearly fucking spat it out when you said that, Jack. It was hilarious.
Mick, what's up and coming for the Copite Pod? I know you're on Grizz Can TV probably tonight, are you?
Tonight, yeah, with I think he's got a Fulham fan on. Can't remember his name now, but I think he's got a blue tick anyway, so he's a fan. He's I don't know who it is, but yeah, he's a Fulham fan. I think he does shows.
What is he, a City fan? Plenty of fucking blue, not plenty, a few blue ticks. But so what else have you got coming up in Copy Podcast? Like, you have some other origin show that's sort of all mystified, nobody knows who it is, type of thing coming up.
So Jay's just done the Sammy Appiah one, which is out. Sammy Appiah shared it on his Instagram story and messaged Jay personally saying he loved it, which was boss. He's itching to do episode 4 already. I know who it is, but obviously I can't ruin it because he'll fucking come and hunt me down
don't say
and
it,
kill me.
Don't say it on here live.
And then I've got a
lot of rumours going around. I've heard a few rumours who it is, but it doesn't matter. Look, whoever it is, we'll find out fairly soon. But Copy Podcast, you don't really do much watch alongs though, do you?
Nah, we were considering them, but I just thought, I was like, I can't be asked. Like, I know it's one of those things. If you want to do it, it's quite time consuming. Obviously, you've got to chat throughout the whole match. But if someone else does them, I don't mind jumping on them. But it's like I don't want to be in charge of the chat myself. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather just
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, isn't it? It's a lot of work. It's a good 2.5 hours, really, when you add it all up.
Yeah, it's a good way to get like new people because obviously you're live for that long. So imagine when people are on YouTube and see, oh, you're live, they'll click on it, you get more views. I understand that, but yeah, no, just match reviews, match previews, and whatever else, and just like maybe 2 videos a week we're going to do if we can, and obviously the Copyright Origins and the famous fans stuff and whatever. I've got an interview tomorrow with Simon Rimmer, like the celebrity chef who's on.
The
He's on
chef.
like he's
I
on
know
Sunday.
him, yeah.
He's on a Sunday brunch every Sunday, obviously.
Channel 4, I think, is it?
Channel 4, yeah. So that'll be a good one. That's what day are we on actually? Are we on Tuesday today? Yeah, it's on Thursday. That. Yeah, Thursday then. Okay,
You've obviously done the yoke with him, have you?
No, it's on Thursday.
Oh, it's live.
No. It's on Thursday.
You're doing the show with him Thursday
afternoon, and it'll come out probably Friday or Saturday.
Brilliant! Yeah, Simon Rimmer. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, big Liverpool fan. He's always on Twitter actually.
Yeah.
But guys, we're now 15 in. I was only meant to be cut on for 10 minutes. You know what happens, guys. And I'm back in work tomorrow. I've just got over COVID, so I'm literally, I won't be honest. I've been on probably fucking 4 times in a row just for the fact I haven't been in work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because my job is Monday to Friday, 9 to 5:30, and I'm not at home for work, so I can't just jump on, that type of thing. Yeah. That's why I usually do it in the evening. So, but no, we'll definitely get you on, Jack, John, and Mike. Thanks very much for coming on. Thank you very much. Talk soon, guys. In the comments, hit the like, hit the share. Check out these guys' channels as well. Copy Podcast. I'll put the description down below, and of course, Jack McIndoe TV. I think John, you have a channel as well, don't you?
I do. Glasgow Raid Chats.
Glasgow Rangers Chats?
Glasgow Raid Chats.
I'm only messing with you. But all right, guys. I know you're a Rangers fan as well. Anyway, guys, stay safe. Talk soon. Huge season coming up. I can't wait for it. Liverpool to beat Fulham on Saturday. And Diogo Jota has got the Lotta new deal.